Okay, let's head back out to Cheyenne over at Massville, who talking about temperatures and taking care of the car. Cheyenne, it was a 116 yesterday. The battery, I don't know if it died or whatever, but it wouldn't start. And then as we cooled it off a little bit, it did start. Is that a problem we're seeing with this heat?
Oh, absolutely. The heat is horrible on batteries, especially here in Arizona. What you want to do is make sure that you understand that every battery that you purchase, if you don't have the receipt, on the battery somewhere there is either a blue, yellow, orange, or red sticker. And it has two numbers, the month and the year that it was purchased. So if you forgot when you bought it, open up the hood and just go to the battery and look for that colored sticker. And when you see that it's 2 or more years old, it's time to replace it. Be proactive, because at any given time, that heat, what it does is it evaporates the acid, and most batteries are sealed anyway. So it takes away that acid and you start losing those cells, and that one day it's perfect and you go ahead and start it and it's not. I've had many batteries that I've tested and said, hey, you're good, and the very next day it failed. There's no rhyme or reason to it. So we basically follow the protocol of if it's 2 or more years old, get it replaced, just to be on the safe side.
So, and I know we've been talking, I'm sorry, I'm going to flip back, but we were talking about buying cars earlier at this time, or used cars. The battery, that's something we should check, right, when we are buying these cars.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. And again, there's a great way when we said that you can FaceTime or have the seller show you on a video, open up the hood and say, can you point to the battery? And you'll see it. There it is. If you can't read it, just ask them, hey, what's the sticker say on the battery? Tell me the year and the month. And you'll know right away that if you're going to buy this vehicle, wow, it's 3 years old, you're going to probably end up buying a battery after you purchase the car. Yeah. So that's really crucial to make sure, yeah.
Yeah, because some people might go, oh my God, this guy sold me a limb and the car's not starting, and it's the battery. So, and it's probably pretty good.
Yes,
right.
Yep.
Give us some other tips here with the heat out there of making sure our car is running right at this time. Because again, we don't want to get stuck outside with no water, which you'll make sure you have in your car. But what's some things we want to make sure with this heat going on?
Yeah, the number one thing is obviously, even though we all commute very short distance, you would be surprised at how horrible it is to get stuck on the side of the road when it's 116 degrees out. Have a actual safety kit. Get a little bit of a container, put 2-3 gallons of water in there, have some protein bars, have aspirin, have those cool towels that you can wet and you put around your neck that keeps you cool. Put that in a Ziploc and it'll sustain this temperature. Keep that in the back of the vehicle, and when you get home, remember, you can't really leave that all in there either. So like luggage, just take it out and bring it inside, and in the morning, bring it back. That way you have that. So safety emergency kit, number one. Number two, tires. Make sure that you know, if you don't know where the receipt of the tire is, you go to your actual tire and follow the actual, there it is right there. It says 1619. So this was the 4619. So 46th week of 2019. That's the age of the vehicle. Anything 5 or more years old, you need to replace, because what happens is on the tread line, they start heat cracking, and you've seen on the side of the road that banana peel that is on the side of the road that you're like, oh wow, somebody had a blowout. That's what that is. The cap separates right at that seam, and that's the way that tire is built. So make sure that when it's 5 or more years old, get that replaced. And that's, again, tires, emergency kit, and then lastly, make sure that your air conditioning, obviously, you want to make sure that the AC it's fine, it's okay, I've never had any problems, but you never know when it could go bad. So just be proactive, take it to your mechanic and just say, can you do a well check for me? A well check is checking the belt, making sure the Freon level is good, and they turn it on the blower motor and make sure that it's compensating right for low and high. That is real crucial. So AC, be proactive, your battery, anything 2 or more years old, and tires, and an emergency kit. Once you get those done, you'll have a fair chance of getting out of this horrible heat.
So I like that. Okay, and then also cooling down the car. The last one there, I like how you show us how to cool down the car after getting the, of course, air conditioning on, but not blasting it yet. You said turn on a little bit and then do what?
Oh yeah, absolutely. What you do is basically, the last time we talked about it, you roll down the passenger window and you make sure that your driver's window is completely up. And once you get out, you just grab it and work those biceps and just fan all that air right out. All you need to do is about 5 or 6 times. And then once you're inside, believe it or not, it will be 5 to 8 degrees cooler inside once you hop in, regardless of this car being all black, and that really retains a lot of heat. So if you do have a darker colored vehicle, that's crucial too. Just get in there and just open it and close it several times and get that muscle going.
So I like that. And Shai, I'm going to give you a shameless plug, but you want to contact him because people traveling around and their car might break down out of state or somewhere. You're very well connected to all different mechanics who are like you, honest and know stuff. And so you're saying, hey, give you a call. If you break down another state, you probably have a friend or uncle or someone that can take care of you in those states. So that's always a great phone number to have with you.
Oh, sure, absolutely. You just never know. I mean, I have my own uncle lives in Los Angeles, so he helps a lot of my customers when they travel and they're like, hey, I'm going to California. Do you know anybody? I always give them his number and they're like, oh, great. That's awesome. At least I know in case something happens. So that's also a good thing to do. Have a little emergency card in your car when you're traveling, your doctor, your pediatrician, whatever, and an extra phone number for your tow, a AAA, or a referral if you're traveling. It's really important. There's not, all it takes is 8 minutes to be out in this heat, and you'll start dehydrating instantly. So be safe, stay hydrated.
So, hey, Shai, thank you very much for those car tips.
You got it. Thank you, sir.